Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the CGBPF 10th Beer Pong Rumble. I'm here alongside the old champion, Ashley Guest.
Old and hopefully repeat champion. It's good to be here. It's good to be commentating on this most wonderful event.
Yes, we all remember your win very fondly. Speaking of wins we don't remember fondly, here's Jez Clark.
Is that jealousy I hear?
Ha!
Just a smidge.
Glad to be here assisting these two, trying to get a decent commentary out of this, which obviously won't happen if they were left to their own devices.
Now, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's probably quite fair. So anyway, let's get back in. Let's get down into the action. See Rob here. This is his debut at the Rumble. He was looking a bit confused, not knowing what the hell was going on. But I think. Can
you blame him?
I think he got. No, I guess it's quite daunting.
Well,
all he knows is he's got to throw those balls.
Rob's got a tough task on his hands because Benson is returning for his 4th time in the Rumble, and although it's been a long time since his last one, he has got some skills up his sleeve.
Yeah, it's been like 6 Rumbles since Benson last made an appearance. It's good to see him back. See if he's not lost too much of his skills.
Yeah, well, I talked to him before the Rumble, and he said he was expecting big things, something memorable at this Rumble.
Oh, was he expecting to shag me or something then?
Something
memorable.
Regarding you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Big. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. he said he was hoping to ruin your night.
Well done.
That's the first ball song.
We've had Rob's obviously got into his head what he's got to do. He's got to get those balls in. It's pretty straightforward, I suppose. Sink the cups with those.
They're rocket science.
You sink those cups, you'll at least beat a target, which makes it fun.
Got to say it's a slow pace. These Rumbles always start off slow and steady.
Yeah.
With the one ball action, it makes it. It's like quite intense almost.
Hopefully it'll pick up here with the 3rd entrant.
So at this point it's all about accuracy, but this is before we get into the chaos.
It's Charlie, another debutant.
Yeah.
So Benson has got his work cut out for him here. Will he get teamed up on?
Yeah, it's good to have two. But they're a bit daunted. The two debut entries at positions 1 and 3.
What if she crosses to the other side of the table and teams up?
Well, that's true. They could have done that. They could do that.
That's one way to make sure you're not alone as a debutant. Work together.
Well, from all the promo things, she'd already set an allegiance with Mr. O'Hare, hadn't she?
Well, everyone's
just see
got
if that comes to
allegiance
fruition, or James is a traitorous dog.
Well, everyone's got an allegiance with James. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's a lovable chap. You can't help but just want to cuddle him.
And he's not a threat because he self-eliminates himself.
I was actually disappointed to hear that she was getting married to someone else.
Well,
why can't she marry James?
Benson's 2nd cup sunk there.
As Jez just mentioned, James really is not much of a threat to anyone but himself.
Oh, and that's Benson's 3rd cup.
He's not quite as much of a threat to himself as Lee Hollis, let's be honest.
Let's get back to... Ooh, that was a close shot from Charlie.
So, I mean, Rob's doing pretty well here. He's sunk 3 cups pretty much straight away.
Got Ellie standing there helping out the new entrant. That's very nice of her. I wouldn't have bothered.
There's obviously an allegiance there.
There's no friends in beer pong, let's face it. We all know it. We all pretend that we're going to be nice. But
there are friends, but they're temporary.
Oh, yeah. There's no friends in beer pong and there's no friends in cart death. The two things, there's no friend.
Oh, we're getting close to another entry.
So we are number 4. Here he is.
The legend.
The self-proclaimed beer pong legend. Let's see if he can live up to his own hype.
His 5th time in the Rumble. Let's see what he can do this time. He always talks a big game. Let's see if he can play a big game.
Well, you say it's his 5th time, but in the previous Rumble, he was eliminated first.
Yeah,
so he's got
that bio
purely on the strength of a good promo.
Commissioner Kev.
Well,
will revenge be had? Let's see.
A little bit of a grudge should be held there, maybe. See if he's gonna.
Yeah, Jez traditionally is pretty good at the ball sinking, but he does talk too much of a big game and he becomes a target very quickly.
Oh, I see Benson's just snuck round to the side of the table. Does put him in the dangerous position of the accidental self-elimination, but I see he's targeting Charlie across the table, which is probably the wisest as she's furthest from his cups.
Well, no guts, no glory.
It's got to be said, it's 3 against 1 here, and Rob's only had 1 cup sunk. So either there's some dreadful throwing going on, or the table's rigged. One of the two.
I would say it's just the fact that he's a debutant. Look what Jess did last year. No one picks on the new guy. Unless you're Metallica.
Oh, I see Jez is taking a drink there. Who was that? Was that Benson or was that Rob?
No, that was Rob. Oh, actually, no. I'm not sure.
So who's coming in now? Got fifth
Number
entry.
5.
Oh, it's sinking.
Mr.
Oh,
Graham
it's
Sinclair, the hooded monk. Another word for a penis.
It looks like a bit of a penis.
Making his third appearance in the Rumble.
He's coming in like a low-level boxer with his hood up there.
Well, we'll see if he can be a prize fighter.
Oh no, he means
Here
business.
at the CGBPF.
Hood's down. Oh, he's just stealing the ball from Rob there.
There's a lot of ball stealing going on.
In fact, he's just standing there looking awfully confused.
Sinky's technique there is solid.
Don't know if you mentioned it, but he debuted at My Eyes, the Goggle Do Nothing a couple of Rumbles ago. This is his third appearance. Let's see what he's got on offer.
I want to point out Siggy's throwing technique. He literally holds the ball with 2 fingers, whereas everyone else is like 3 or 4.
You say that, Jez, but his technique is actually quite successful. In
That's
three
what I was
Rumbles.
saying. That technique's
He's
important.
had 4 eliminations. Yeah, in one of those Rumbles, he spent the most time in. Of course, Sinky's got a problem at this Rumble, which he did not have last time. His other half could potentially be coming on the other side of the table. That could lead to some problems.
Or will it go the other way and be an allegiance?
You never know, but we don't discuss allegiances. Oh, look!
And now the shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect to see a lot of balls going in one clear direction here.
Yeah, you'll notice my accuracy
That is usually the
suffers due to
case.
anger right now.
Oh, they're one of the 3 originals that are taking part in this Rumble here today.
One of the
Here's
elite
myself.
3, I would like to coin that phrase, actually.
Myself,
The
Kevin.
elite 3.
And yourself, Mike.
Be
Only
elite,
missing our
be elite.
our other 4th potential for all Rumbles, but unfortunately he was several thousand miles away in Australia. Just a
Yeah.
little shout out to
That'll be
Dan.
done.
God, he missed it, but there's always next time. It's getting a bit chaotic now. This is what I like to see.
Yeah.
6 people on the table.
The more balls, the merrier. It
6 or
seems to be the
7.
right-hand side of the table. He's doing considerably better, though, than the left at the moment. Still amazed Rob's got 4 cups after being first man in.
Yeah, we're 6 people on. Doing
Well,
pretty
Sash,
well. We've had another
Your
bit
record
of
is
damage done to Charlie.
your record is pretty solid, Ash. That's a paddling, number 6.
That's right, yeah.
And on 2 different occasions, you've had the most eliminations.
That's right.
One of which was a victory, I believe.
Proudest moment being obviously 9 eliminations out of 18 people. Or was it 18? I'm pretty sure it was. Eliminated half my opponents.
Of course, you'll go it.
I'm
drinking a
One of
cup.
your cups there,
And I've
you're
got another
drinking
one
one, you got
waiting.
another one there.
Oh, we've had a spillage. Jez got a little bit
Not going to
overexcited
plan
there.
for you so far.
In my defence, I caught my hand on the ropes.
Just going to say, obviously, I think it's safe to say that we're going to allow.
Well, Ash, when you finish drinking that cup, you can get back to work on getting your 30th elimination in Rumble history.
General consensus says that we're going to have Jez refill their cups.
Or have Kev refill them for me.
Was Jez the only person at the table drinking weak-ass cider?
I'll have you know that was not weak.
Gosh, I
One of
won't
them was 7%.
I haven't even
Still
been at the
solid.
table
My
for a minute
accuracy
and a
on
half
that.
yet, and already had 2 of my cups gone. Not fun.
Well, it's the price you pay for having an accurate shot.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I've been on
And
for
being a
not even
champion.
3
There's an
minutes. I
awful
beg
lot
your
of rim
pardon.
shots going
We
on
didn't even
here.
announce the fact that Matt had been on the table. He just snuck in there. We were getting carried away
Well,
talking.
that's Matt's technique,
That's it.
isn't it?
That's
He
exactly
literally
what he
puts
does.
his cups down and fucks
and
off.
hides at the back. It's done him well before, so it led to a victory
It
for
has.
him.
It did
So.
lead to a victory on one occasion.
Matthew the Ghost Enser has also had longest time in Rumble twice, I believe now.
Oof, yes. I'm not. Yes, he's had pre to this. He's spent longest time on the table at 2 separate ones, at Whacking Day and Baking Away Toys. So see if he can recreate that with his technique of hiding at the back. He's getting stuck in at the moment though.
Oh, for now, he'll back off in a minute, I think.
He
Go back to his
almost went
previous,
the distance at Baking Away Toys as well, because he was the #1 entrant.
See, Jez may have had his cups refilled, but looks like he's down to 1 again.
Not sure whether I had my second refill at this point.
Saying that, Ashley's down to 3.
See, there's my second refill come in.
You're getting it.
Oh, there's another one for Matt there.
See, this is where we start targeting Sinky.
His technique isn't working very well this year.
Oh, we've got the next entrant making an appearance. Who we've got?
Oh, here comes Purple Bitch herself.
Oh, we've got the birthday girl. I mean, if that isn't a target on her face, what is?
Yeah.
It's her birthday.
Yeah.
She deserves to get those cups bloody sunk as soon as possible.
Lose, you lose.
Yes. Chaos is ensuing.
The table's got one-sided in the other direction now. 5 versus 3.
Ashley's form has significantly deteriorated in this rumble.
That was a target, mate. Being a target, that's what you get when you're the best. In the most eliminations. 29
let's slow down here
eliminations
a little
across.
bit.
It pains me.
Across 9 rumbles, that's a pretty
It
staunch
pains
record.
me to admit this, but you are one of the best, but you're not the best.
Well,
And now I'm down to 1 cup. Bad news.
danger zone. Danger zone. Ooh.
Ellie there with that wonderful hat, which I'm sorry to say looks better on Matt.
Benson as well, still in there from position 2. He's doing pretty well.
How on earth is Rob still in this rumble?
Because he's doing a Matt look. He was actually behind Matt for a second there, which
Does just look
normally
like
that
he's
doesn't happen.
standing back and enjoying that drink he's got there.
Oh, I can't do that. In my defence, I threw that ball before.
Of course, even with this many entrants, we still haven't seen any of the turnbuckles sunk yet. We'll just have to wait and see how that progresses.
Well, they don't call me Turnbuckle Mike for no reason.
Yeah, let's face it, if they get sunk, you're drinking.
As soon as Ash is out, you're next.
Ooh, fighting talk from Jez there.
That's the way to compete in a rumble.
Have you
as far
two
as I'm
kissed and
concerned.
made up yet?
Have we fuck?
Go on, we're next.
Even when Ellie's at the table, she's down on her knees picking balls up.
Oh, she's great at it, getting down on her knees, getting the balls.
Balls everywhere. One can never.
Oh, Nick, this is his second appearance, I believe.
And he's had a cup sunk already. Anybody thinking to target?
Instant, most excellent.
Absolutely nothing to do with the fact that his cups are next to mine at all.
I mean,
Nothing to do with
fortunately
that
for
at all.
him, he was only drinking water, so I'm sure he'll be necking.
Nick had his
No
debut
problems.
way back at New Beers
Surely that's
Revolution.
unfair.
Gosh, it's been a long time since that one, isn't it?
Has a very long time.
But,
That little known fact is probably my favourite rumble.
you'd think as well that in all this amount of time gone past, we'd have got better at this, but
Well, yeah.
evidently not. The only thing I've got better at is drinking my drinks. Down to 1 now. I think it's a battle against me and Jez going on there.
Well, who's going to be first out? Benson, me, and you are all down to 1 cup.
The cheeky little bastard.
And
Position
there he
number
goes.
2.
First elimination.
Ooh, let's watch that
Shortest
again.
time in the rumble as well.
Okay, the
Well deserved.
Better believe that fence got
best is gone first, and he eliminated no one.
thumping. No eliminations. I'm stuck still at 29. I was hoping to round that
So,
off
for
to
at
30.
least the net foreseeable future until CGBPF number 11, you are going to be known as Mr. No Eliminations. And if you don't like that, you can fuck off.
I'll take that, mate, because I'm just joining a long list of people who've never eliminated.
You'll be
anyone.
known as the
not the only.
uneliminator from now on.
The Deliminator.
I didn't see any ball bending. To be
Oh,
honest with you.
someone's cup's gone there. Who was that? That Matthew?
See,
Yes,
Graham's
it is.
just
Finally.
chilling off the side there, trying to keep himself from being targeted.
Out
To
of the
he's down to 2 cups now. He's trying to lessen his aura on the table so he's not targeted. Don't blame him. See Benson also now he's down to 1. Jez down to 1. Rob still with 2, I believe, there.
Yep.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Mr. Eggman is on the
The
table.
Eggman is on the
man with a
table and
lovely
it didn't
face.
last long.
Can I just point out this man is playing one-handed. He's got a can in one hand and a ball in the other. Well,
Well,
a cup
what
in
do you
the other at the
expect
minute.
from an invalid? He's making his 6th Rumble appearance. He debuted at the Spruce Moose. What a random one that was. And he's also been self-elimination in the past. So
Yes, he's got.
can he put that to bed?
Let's just hope that he doesn't join James on the double self-elimination. That would
Yes,
just be.
James
that would
is in
just-
a league of his
that
own
would be
on that
heartbreaking.
That would
one.
just be embarrassing.
And
Heartbreaking.
Mr. O'Hare himself will be looking to shy away from that fact when he gets to the table.
Oh, Rob's
No,
down to
I-
1 cup, I see.
I disagree. I think James is quite proud of his self-eliminations, if I'm honest with you,
It's
Mike.
getting
That
good
would
now.
that
We've
would
got
tie into Mr. O'Hare's
3
logic. Yes.
people on the table with 1 cup.
And
James
now we've
Benson
got
and Rob.
balls everywhere.
Multi-ball. Oh, next entrant. Where we at? Who we got?
That's
Chloe.
Chloe coming in. She can still talk at this
Oh,
point.
Chloe's here.
Making her 2nd Rumble appearance. Her first being just the previous one at Nobody Likes Millhouse. Let's just see if she's.
Chloe probably won't remember this part of the night because of what she did later in the night.
Shenanigans.
Oh, what
See,
was
she's-
that? Bit of multi-ball action going on there.
She's taken a real risk there with her cup placing, putting it in between the 2 characters with 1 cup each. I mean, they're going to be targets. There's a good chance of some rebound action going on there.
Great for the guys with 1 cup, though.
Absolutely. See, Nick's still there, standing at the back, trying to get a shot when he can.
Chloe's had one sunk already. Oh, and finally,
He's
I'm
out. He's out. And he
Pure luck.
caught unawares.
What have you got to say for yourself?
Well, it was always on the cards. Let's be honest. When you're as good at promos as I am, you're gonna be a target. Simple
It's
as
got to be
that.
said, when you made your first promo, it did certainly up the game of quality and production.
Production quality, mate.
what
All
it
the
is.
production quality.
Oh,
So you've joined me
based
the
on this
recess of-
performance, you two could do commentary live next year because you'll be out.
Oh,
in 5
Hollis
minutes.
is taking some damage now. He's had two or 3 of his cups, I think. I can't see quite.
Charlie's down to 1 now as well.
Oh dear. Oh, we have the self-eliminator, James O'Hare, the man that everybody just loves to cuddle.
Camera just got a lot prettier.
Oh, I see. He's taking the tack of other edge of the side, the same side of the table as his partner. Maybe he's trying to distance himself after teaming up, put him in the firing line.
Oh, that didn't
sunk
take
already.
long.
Who was that?
That was Hollis, I think.
Devastating.
Was James making it Matt for 9? And now Dan because he couldn't make it to this one.
And there's Rob finally out.
Who did that little number?
It was Chloe.
Was it?
I think the original stats had it down as myself, but I was
Cameras
obviously
don't
long
lie,
out by
eh?
this point. Unless it was my ghost. I don't know.
James will be a target for sure this time because he actually lasted the longest time last time out.
3 down, 9 on the table, is it?
Yep.
There's only 5 more entrants to go if I've counted correctly. This is, it's just 4 more, sorry, I miscounted. It's surprising to see that Kev hasn't been on the table yet. I mean, he's got a really good habit of drawing in the single-digit numbers, well, most often 5 or less.
Yeah, it's almost
it's
as if
a-
Commissioner Kev was fiddling with the balls.
Oh, he does like to fiddle with his balls. I'd like to point out, Benson seems to be having quite a good innings so far as well. He's
Yeah,
been down
he's-
to 1 cup for quite some time now, and he's still in.
Yeah,
He's
just
shifted about a bit.
yeah,
like
he's
distanced
hiding in the
himself from his cups
backwards.
a little.
He's doing that thing where he's on the other side of the table from where his cups actually are, so nobody knows where to aim for.
Throwing the fire towards Charlie and Nick there. Nick struggling to get to
distraction.
the table. Go for Stinky there.
Chloe rightly complaining about Mike situating his cups next to hers.
Yeah,
Ellie,
I
give
did
it
that
a-
on purpose.
Oh, we've had our first turnbuckle.
Oh,
I'm fairly certain that Ellie was calling for Mike.
I don't believe we did. I seem to recall Lee Hollis doing a bit of naughtiness there.
I don't think that was technically Hollis's fault.
But it was to everyone's gain. Get it down, you Mike.
Yeah.
So Mike's got one cup and one turnbuckle to sink.
Oh, who have we got here? Oh, no bounce. Direct shot, and Benson is out.
There he goes.
Had a good innings, but he's joining the ranks of failures.
I have to say, I don't know who to blame because they're blaming each other, but Ellie and Kev, those turnbuckles were horrible.
That's Graham's 4th ever elimination across the Rumbles. He's got 3 in his previous appearances. I think he's gone in for my title.
That's Mike's 2nd cup. He's still in the process of shifting his first cup in a turnbuckle.
Is he thrown a ball yet?
No, he hasn't, not yet.
So
No, it doesn't look like I'm going to add to my 6 eliminations. I just wish for the good old days of Summer Dram, where I had the most eliminations and I was in for the longest time.
I'll say the bias of cups is very heavily leaning towards one side. It seems that it's far more cups there, meaning people on the other side have got more chance of sinking. Oh, we've got another. Oh no, is that Mike still waiting for?
Yeah, he hasn't even picked that one up yet.
Oh, hello. Louise has snuck there onto the table under my
So
radar.
there's obviously and that's
Second
another
appearance.
one of Mike's cups just been sunk.
Yep,
gosh.
I could get no breathing room whatsoever.
This is Louise's 2nd appearance, making her 1st appearance at Bake 'em Away Toys. In August of 2 years ago, I believe it was.
I haven't thrown a ball yet, and I'm now picking up. Is it the 3rd or 4th cup?
I think that was your 3rd one.
I think everyone just decided you were
And
incredible.
that's another turnbuckle, and we all know where that's going.
It was old Ellie there with the voice of command.
I'd like
Get
a
that turnbuckle down,
I'd
you.
love a replay on that one because I suspect shenanigans.
I'm fairly sure it bounced off Nick, to be fair, but at the same time, doesn't matter. You still would have got eliminated.
Still
Targeted, should I say?
targeted, yeah.
I see Sinky doing a bit of goal hanging.
Poaching.
Yeah.
He's by his own cup still. Oh, and Louise is there helping him
Yeah,
out.
but he's
She's
blocking.
taking a drink.
He's
She-
blocking 1 or 2 shots
Yes.
here
Oh.
and there.
Yeah, Louise is now down to 5 cups. See, she's taking a drink, but she seems to be passing the ball. No, she's back in the action.
I like the way that the couple have teamed up there in the corner.
Who we got? It is our previous champion, I believe.
Yeah, does
Where
anyone
is
want to
she?
badmouth Jess?
No,
Nah.
she's too lovely.
Yeah, she's too nice.
She's a sweetheart.
Jess, we love you.
But you have to get in the bin. Coming on there with the golden triangle. Allocated to every time the champion's on the table, they have the golden champion.
Just
golden
making
triangle.
a 5th appearance at the Rumble. I'm amazed by this. It's almost like you were just invisible for the first 3.
5th Rumble, eh? She's really getting into it. Took her 4 to win. How many of you had Mike, and how many of you won Mike?
Yeah. What are your
10-0.
stats, Mike?
Shut up, Ashley.
Made a debut at That's a Paddling.
Oh, and that's another elimination. That's Charlie out.
Oh, denied. Charlie has been taken out of the game. So Jess made her.
Unfortunate for Charlie. Maybe you should have married James.
James made her debut appearance at That's a Paddling, which I believe is the Rumble that I won.
Oh, and there's the champion's first cup sunk.
Uh-oh, Louise has got a cup to drink.
And Jess, a bit of tandem drinking. Oh, and Chloe.
Oh,
3 sink. Nick there. Who's our.
There's a lot of rim shots
Who have we
here.
got left as our earliest centre? I think Graham's now our. That's right, Rob at 1, Benson at 2, Jez at 3. Who was 4? Charlie at 4, was it? Or Charlie at 3, Jez at 4. Graham at 5, yes. He's doing well. Oh, Lee Hollis drinking his penultimate cup. Look at him go,
Down
he's
to
not
1
messing
there.
about, trying to get back in the action. What's going on? Nick joining him there for another mouthful of water. Well, he was driving, so I'll let him off. It's good to see that he wants to take part, though.
And finally, the
here he
commissioner's in.
comes. Mr. Commissioner. First ball thrown from
This
Kev.
is it, the final entrant of the night. Last place, where he belongs. Painted his face up to honour his boyfriend James, painting him like a tiger.
Of course, Kev deserves this late entry after all those horrible entries.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
and
we were
he's
all
had
surprised.
a ball in a cup. At this stage in the game, it doesn't. There's no benefit to coming on late because everyone sees 6 cups and they're like,
And as Mike
Easy
taking his
target.
third cup.
has Mike thrown a ball yet?
Yeah, not very well.
No.
But to be fair, I was literally just going, I want Hollis out, and he's got 1 cup left, so.
Oh, and there's a big shotgun from
Ellie's
Ellie.
attempt at multi-ball there goes horribly wrong.
Watch how many of these balls go in. Absolutely none.
Multi-ball. Well, it was a spectacular thing to be
Jess
on.
has another one, son.
Kev is having no luck here. I think that's his 4th or 5th rim shot there.
He's aiming
Shots of the order of
He
the night
likes
for Kev.
rimming almost as much as Dan Rose.
No, come on. Let's not exaggerate.
So Kev, across the previous rumbles, has had 5 eliminations. See if he can up that a little bit. I think he's wanting to double that if he's able. Maybe 1 or 2 more wouldn't do too badly. He's had the record for the longest time in a previous rumble at New Year's Revolution. Sorry, he drew 5th and he came 3rd last in the largest of our rumbles that we've had. 23 entrants. That's a pretty
I
good.
really thought
setup.
that was his year. I really did.
Yeah, I mean he did so well, but it just wasn't to be. Wasn't to be.
Wonder
we never
why.
know. We'll never know. He could. There's still a chance. He's sitting there. I think he's
I
him,
think
Jess, and Louise.
me
still
and
with
Kev
3
have got a
cups there.
pact that we just can't win. We're the good elite brothers.
Yeah, you can win it drinking turnbuckles, though, Mike.
Well,
what
I
you're
always
best
win
at.
at that.
That's your forte. And it's getting chaotic now.
See Nick's there down to 1 cup. Hollis down to 1 cup.
I think Chloe's down to 1 cup as well. I think James is as well.
Part of the night where I was getting
few
very
shots there
worried
going
that
for
Lee
Jess.
Hollis could win.
Is there anything left to come in, or is that it?
Oh!
Oh, Louise.
Now, that is cause for divorce right there. Sinky, unintentionally, question mark, sinking one of his wife's balls. Oh, one
we've
goes
got a
to
ball in
Ellie.
a cup here. Whose is that?
Nobody's
Oh,
drunk.
that's Kev's.
No, that's
Ellie's
Matt.
standing in
Matt.
front of Kev's
He's
ball.
up to his old tricks. I thought he was out there. He's been
Lurking
hanging around
around
the back.
Yeah, lurking around at the back. Little commie bastard.
That's
Weird
a
little
socialist in
buffering
him.
there.
Just want to share the cup sinking, hoping that he won't get his.
A great bit of advice from Ash there. Try not throwing it like a cunt.
Which he didn't take, because look at him, throwing
Yeah,
it like
still.
a rat cunt.
Sinking had a high accuracy record, and he's still in.
I like how the northerner that's
See
out
Ellie there,
is talking the loudest.
Ellie pulling some gurning faces, getting a bit aggressive.
It's beer pong aggression is the way forward.
Nice to see Mike actually properly taking part now. He's finished drinking all those cups.
Are you sure, Ashley? You've
And
gone
I
a
think
long
that's
time
Chloe
ago.
out there.
Chloe, oh, look at her little heartbreak. She's not happy. Oh, a bit of aggression there. I like it. I like it.
That is just it's a target every single time.
We've got an empty. Here she goes. She's taking her empty one away. So we're down
We
to-
lost a bit of camera footage there.
Oh.
Typical of Jess's camera to be the one that
and
fails.
we're back. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 folks, 10 folks still on the table. That many. Doesn't seem like that many. Chaos. I like it. Nick there, still going.
1 glass of water left.
1 glass of water left. Hardcore.
My entire goal at this point was not to win; it was to get Hollis out.
Well, my goal,
Careless.
I've got to say, my goal was to eliminate Jez, and his was to eliminate me. And
Well, at least you both
neither
saw
of us
it.
got each other, but we did do quite a bit. I think we eliminated 3 of each other's cups. Like, it was not a good tactic. I'll admit.
Oh!
It was a fun one. That's all
Backfired.
that is. Oh, Jess is now going to be now down to 1 cup.
Champion now down to 1 cup.
Hollis there playing with his cup while a ball
Ooh,
landed
a bit
on his cup.
breaking the rules there, Jess. You were drinking, you threw that cup in your hand. Let's see if
Once again, Lee Hollis cheating there.
What was he up to? I didn't see.
He was playing with his cup while a ball landed on his rim.
Maybe he just likes balls in around his rim.
Well, yeah, but that's besides
Oh,
the
and
point.
Nick's out, finally.
The water
Great
master,
shot there.
The water boy. That's some quality H2O. And he's
Particularly
going
like
hand the
these,
ball over to Mike, hoping that Mike can avenge him.
these slow-mo replays where people are trying to catch the balls and they look like spastics.
Because most of them are.
So it was Hollis. I was just checking out. It was Hollis that eliminated Nick. Was that his? Or maybe one of his very few eliminations. Oh no, he's had four previous eliminations. I guess that takes him to 5.
Oh, and that's the champion out.
So we've got a
Good
new
shot
champion.
there on Lee.
Kev back at his old tricks.
Yeah.
Making sure that there's at least a new champion. He's a history of eliminating champions. That's his 3rd previous champion he's eliminated. Not immediately previous, but previous belt holders, should I say.
And that's James finally out. Surprisingly didn't self-eliminate this time.
Oh, Graham, I see Graham's just saved him that shame. He's still at 2 self-eliminations only. A mere 2 self-eliminations.
Beer too. And Mike's out.
I think it was that Kev that done that?
No,
Gave
it was
him a-
Ellie.
Oh, it was Ellie. I thought Kev apologised to her. I was like,
I'll accept that. It's a birthday present for her. You can get out the big one.
oh, at this stage we're down to no people on one side of the table. All the cups on one side.
I think this is, as James points out, it's the first time this has happened.
This is the first time this has ever happened. Yeah, you're right.
Sinky targeting his wife now, even though he looks to be throwing elsewhere.
You both want to be in the final?
I like how Lee's decided not to get involved and he's just going to stand there like a pleb.
I hope he ends up
Okay,
looking like a
Matrix
pleb.
dodging.
I think he was highly
He even starts
confused.
little
dancing.
dance.
He won't do a promo, but he'll do a little dance.
Oh, we've got another elimination by the Tiger Man.
That was Matt. Matt not happy, look.
Matt is
Professionally
out.
throws the balls all over the table.
Throws it down. There I am. Really doing a particularly bad job of writing down the stats as they're called out.
Jez, I want to call into question some horrible tactics here. Why are you helping Lee Hollis?
I've got to say, Mike, unbeknownst to you at the time, he was the chosen one.
He was the chosen
Me
one.
and Jez had decided to back Hollis.
No. I cannot agree with that on any
But
level.
do you know why we did it? To
Pissed
annoy
me
you.
off. Yeah.
To annoy you.
You should know that never ends well. Just stick to getting turnbuckles.
There's me just definitely not collecting all the balls in my t-shirt to hand across to the entrance still on the table. I think I had a t-shirt full of about 20 balls there. Oh, another turnbuckle shot! Who was that? Ellie, I believe.
Hollis trying to nominate Mike even though he's out of the Rumble already.
Yeah,
So yeah,
typical.
well, at least there's one aspect. You're safe from any more turnbuckles.
Yeah,
once
which is
you're out of
why I
the Rumble.
immediately suggested that Hollis drink it.
Fair. So who have we actually still got left in this Rumble? We've
We got
got.
Hollis, Matt still in.
No, he's just been knocked out. Is he? Yeah, we've got.
Oh, double!
I believe we've got. Oh, we've had a double. Boink, boink, boink.
In it goes.
That was
That is
amazing.
a Rumble first. Half elimination is that? Like half each, or is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kevin Louise.
I would say he should
I
go
would
to the
say
first ball to go in.
but
which
I
would be
would say
Kev.
tandem offense.
Ah, okay. Tandem
Oh, I
offense.
would say that I think it was Louise the second ball should also be proud of that, but really the
I mean, it
elimination
was
should
a
go to
pretty
Kev.
lovely little bounce shot, but the elimination was stolen from her. So we're down to Lee, Kev,
Sinky and
Graham,
Louise.
Louise.
Hollis
That's it.
there telling me to be silent, and I will not.
We're down to our last 4, ensuring that we will definitely have a new champion, a new belt holder.
Hollis there pleading with Kev not to go for him while Kev continually goes for his cups. Sorry, cup.
At
Oh,
this
we're having
point.
a
the same side. Two of you to go to that side.
Ash, stop showing your belly button.
Who's from this side?
A reorganisation required here.
The old switcheroo. Although Matt does raise
Make
a
a
valid
good
point. The Sinclairs teaming up. Or is it all a ploy?
Hollis limpering up.
What the hell is he doing? He can't do that in a promo, but he'll do it in the Rumble.
Good little laugh there, Hollis. He's enjoying himself. That's all that matters.
I hope that enjoyment ends any second.
Who is it going to be? Who's not going to make it onto the podium? The 1, 2, 3
I
positions.
think we should all keep an eye on Hollis here.
Oh, is he cheating?
Kev's there just launching. He's got a plethora of balls just going.
Get Mr. Eggman.
Yes, that was
That's
me
right.
saying get
Nice.
Mr. Eggman.
Nice little interjection there, Mike. Like it.
Sinky determined to sink Hollis
Jess,
at this point.
this is out of order, and no, and he's gone.
He's
and
out.
He has a
Worse
little
than that.
temper tantrum like a child.
Watch this.
Worse than that, off himself into the
a
cup.
joining James.
Fantastic.
The double self-elimination. I bet his dreams are crushed.
Absolutely distraught, look.
And as Hollis
Look at
has
that.
been in fewer Rumbles, he
Now
is
we're-
now
that's
Mr.
put-
Self-Eliminator.
That's put Kev in a very dangerous position on 2-on-1 now.
And
they've
almost immediately
capitalised.
straight away.
Oh,
Kev getting a bit
Commissioner
cross there,
Kev having a tantrum.
losing his cool. We've got a Sinclair final. This is it. Another
What
Scottish
will this
winner.
mean?
Always, I mean, I'm proud of Scottish winners. Got to keep it real, but
Nobody falls.
whatever happens in Beer Pong Rumble stays in Beer Pong Rumble.
I want the record to reflect
Are we going to
that
have
Louise said first, I agree to nothing, so
Actually, no, Sinky said
Are
it
the
first.
men
She
going to
replied
bring this
him.
one back, or is it going to be another female champion pushing the ratio higher? And we've got the winning
Oh,
shot.
there it is. There it is.
Jess there celebrating,
it's over.
passing the baton over to Louise.
I have to say that was an expertly final two.
Look at that
Some
lovely
Rumbles
single
have had
bounce.
horribly long,
Delicious.
drawn-out final twos that end in a whimper.
And
that one
Sinky-
was perfect.
Sinky has let down all of mankind right here.
Look at him. He's gutted. He's gutted.
He's let down
but
the
he's
whole
also,
male gender and he
you can
knows
see
it.
he's quite proud of his wife, though. Not bad. She's been in, what, 2 Rumbles, and it's a 50% win ratio. It's going to be the highest win ratio ever. It won't last.
No.
Well, that brings us to the end of our CGBPF.
Yep, the CGBPF 10th Royal Rumble.
Don't blame me. I was voting for Kodos.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. I was voting for me, as always. That championship, once
Hollis
again,
getting his
goes
just
around the
deserves
waist of another woman. And I think you two will actually agree with me for once tonight and say that can't
Can't
stand.
happen again. Yeah.
We have to
Something
catch
has
them.
to be
Got
done.
to bring this ratio back.
Even if we have to start getting people here who are ex-men who are
X-Men? You mean trans folk, or they're mutants?